Just a quick touch base before the big day tomorrow for the election day. I want to say a few things that crossed my mind. First of all, I wanted to apologize to the young folks, kids under 18. I'm getting back into writing about different artists again, and I'm realizing that some of my old articles, I went a little hard on you young guys and girls, not really the females, but the guys. And so I wanted to apologize for that. Particularly, I always have a difficult time saying that word. Zero, Slim Jesus, Trapo, and there might have been some others. I just wanted to say, thinking about the election and like seeing all these kids at these events and getting back into writing about hip hop again, I'm just kind of realizing, I was in a difficult space mentally, and I've figured out some of those things since then. And had I been in this more collected and controlled, I guess, mindset, I wouldn't have said those things. So yeah, I think those artists will know what I mean when I say that. I've been trying to clean up some of the posts that I put out there that I was just clearly going through a mental episode, and I would trying to delete some of those and clear up and kind of show like really who I am over the years. Not delete everything, because that's just kind of fake, right? But just clean it up. And so I hope y'all are appreciating that, because I love kids and I want to be an inspiration and teacher to the younger folks too. And so not just with music, but with other things. I know I have a lot of readers at different ages. If y'all don't realize, I have tens of thousands of visitors a month to my site. And so my site is a big deal, Midwest Culture. It's a big deal, really. I wish I could count the times that I posted an article and some big opportunity came along for the artist shortly after that. I've helped hundreds of artists reach that next level. I'm very proud of that. Many of them younger artists. So I really want you guys to know that I'm here for you. If you have any questions or you want to just chop it up, hit me up. I love premiering music and all that stuff. So really just, kind of want to just touch on that. The other thing is, and also for the younger people, getting ready to vote. Like there's so many advertisements flying at you from every direction, and it's a really politically charged time in America, and it's very polarized. It's split like 50-50. That doesn't really make sense, right? Why does our country have like a perfect 50-50 split when we're voting for everyone, right? Like when we're trying to resolve the issues of everyone. Just for a little perspective, countries, when they're progressing really rapidly, will have many different parties. Like America, during the most quickly productive and progressing times, had multiple parties that all competing with each other, and then they had to combine to, and capture the amount of people to get elected. It's not quite like that anymore. It's just these people versus those people, blue versus red. It really has turned into a game of like white versus black, blue versus red. It's just colors and genders. It's stupid. So how do you break that down? I would say one simple rule is try not to vote for hate. Try to vote for progress. Try to vote for positivity and nuance and solutions, ideas, not just bashing and hatred. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for throughout this whole video. You'll probably be able to guess down on the lines that I'd vote based on, my content so far. But seriously, if you break it down and you're really thinking about who is adding these productive ideas into the mix, I think you'll end up with the right person. So I'd say vote for positivity, vote for progress. We don't want to go in reverse. I'm not referencing don't go back or anything like that. And if you have to think about it like make America great again, like if America for some reason in your mind was ever great, then think about that, like achieving this greatness once again or whatever. Listen for specific policy, listen for actions that they've taken, listen for numbers, listen for statistics, listen for actual data, listen for facts, Listen for literal reality, not some bouncing around the question rhetoric. So listen for positivity, listen for actual concrete ideas. And then I'll give you one more, just not to make it too complicated. I'd say vote based on your area, what your area is going to benefit from. These candidates aren't speaking to any of the issues in your area, then they're likely not going to do that when they're in office. And it's unfortunate that folks from the lesser known areas kind of have to join up with the bigger populace, in order to get heard. But unfortunately, that's just how it is. But I would say vote for the ideas in your area, not just for yourself, but for those for your area. Because if you're just voting for yourself, it's not really going to pan out for you, you'll find. If you're voting on just your personal ideals, you're going to end up having some kind of fit. You're not going to get exactly what you want. You're going to be mad all the time. So you really have to kind of open yourself up to the community and what's going on around you. Because though some Americans like to think it's a merit-based economy and you work hard and you get promoted and things like that, it's just not. It's America's nowhere close to a point where the individual can just work hard and achieve. We still need social programs. We need community programs to level the playing field for much longer. Unless, of course, the country splits into republics, much smaller republics, which would just make sense. And so then you have these more efficient economies running. We don't have to deal with whatever nonsense they're doing in DC or Hollywood or Miami, Florida, Disneyland, or whatever the fuck, like whatever their mining problems are in Alaska. I have no connection at all to these people. Like we have to pay taxes. And then we see nothing except for like whatever the coasties kind of tell us, right? So that's why I encourage you to vote based on your region as well, because if you're just voting based on your personal little like feelings, you're going to go off on a tangent. It's not going to lead you to your best decision. Listen to music, enjoy yourself, but listen for policy, positivity, and be yourself. Hey, kids, adults, everyone of all ages, I hope you have fun tomorrow. And I'm absolutely going to have my Glock loaded and ready bedside tomorrow. But that's not going to be everywhere. It is absolutely going to get crazy in some places. So I encourage you to be safe. Don't do anything stupid. Don't get fucked up tomorrow. Be sober. Be attentive and be careful in traffic, in the streets, because it may get wild. But my heart is with you, all you passionate, caring people who really want to improve the world and do what's best for you and those around you, provided you're not a, run down the list, murderer, rapist, scammer, liar, gossiper, all those things. I really hope the best for you.